compromise on when buying a home. So you stumbled across that perfect home. Granite countertops, shiplap, acreage, basement, garage, and privacy all tucked behind a white picket fence. But then you see the price tag, $1.5 million, oof. So let's get back to our price range. You find all the homes in your budget are less than perfect. How do you decide what's worth compromising on when you're a home hunter on a budget? In this video, we'll cover what you should make sacrifices on and what isn't so important, without getting a divorce in the process, so that you can be sure to buy the right home for the right price. If we haven't met before, my name is Lucy Hood, and I'm a top producing realtor here in East Tennessee. It's my mission to help you build wealth and understanding through real estate right here in the Smokies. Downtown versus countryside. Discuss what's important to you before you ever take that first look on Realtor.com. It may be that your partner is keen to move outside to the country while you love the city. Alternatively, you would like to start a family in your new place and want to choose somewhere close to good schools, but your partner's priority is an easy commute to their work. These are big, long-term life goals that should form the foundation of any home search. And the time to have this discussion is well before you even begin looking. Homes in the countryside that are farther away from denser populations will always give you more bang for your buck. So if being in the middle of town or close to work and schools isn't a necessity for you, that's where you'll get your biggest bargain. I had some clients that bought a castle of a home for peanuts because it was way out in Bainbury, Tennessee, which is on the other side of Dandridge. There's nothing wrong with Bainbury. All 1,000 of their residents seem to have golf carts. The smaller population will always make your dollar go farther in getting a home. It's no secret that the current market is a seller's market, and it can feel as though the only way to get ahead of the competition is by offering more on a house than you really want to. It may be tempting to buy above your budget to find a home you love, but doing so can lead to long-term problems. Getting in over your head can quickly turn a dream house into a nightmare. It can be painful to step away from a property that's a little too expensive. You will find something similar for less elsewhere. You'll just need to be patient and decide what you can really sacrifice on. Home shopping all comes down to 4 things: price, location, size, and updates. Cosmetic updates are easier to fix than you think. If you see a home that checks all your boxes, but it's covered in Aunt Ethel's wallpaper, brass, and wood paneling, don't look at it as such a deal breaker. These are all things that are way cheaper to fix than you think, especially if you're willing to put in some sweat equity and YouTube research in. That's how we flipped our first house. And if you ever get in over your head, aesthetically pleasing updates aren't necessary to live everyday life. So calling in a professional after you've tried is always an option too. Price, location, updates, and size. Think of it like a scale. When one attribute is lacking, it makes room for the others to be better. When the location is out in the sticks, you'll get a bigger, better looking home for a decent price. If it's the same price in the city, it's gonna be smaller and less updated and maybe even priced higher. I highly recommend putting these 4 things in order for your family, from which is an absolute need and what isn't. Now that you know location and updates are some of the best things to compromise on when searching for a home, there are still major problems that could be lurking in plain sight, like sinkholes, foundation issues, aging a roof, and more. View properties like a pro after watching our video next week, where we'll discuss the top 3 tips to view properties like a realtor. Click the like and subscribe button to stay up to date on all things real estate in the Smokies, or feel free to schedule your very own buyer consultation. 865-264-0517.